Welcome to Hypertrophy, where science meets sweat. Master the exercises. Own your routine. Break your limits. Ready to transform? Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more gains. Your evolution starts now. Muscles aren't the only thing that grow with repetition. Your mind is a muscle too. And like any muscle, if you don't train it, it gets soft, weak, reactive. And if you want real transformation, not just in your body, but in your decisions, your discipline, your career, your confidence, you need to train your mind. And one of the most powerful, proven, and underrated tools to do that is reading. In this video, we're going to break down what really happens to your mind, your habits, your emotions, and your life when you commit to reading every single day. Whether it's 10 pages or 1 hour, fiction or nonfiction, this daily ritual can reshape everything. 1. You expand the way you think. Every time you open a book, you step into a new perspective, a new mental framework, a new way to see the world. Reading exposes you to new ideas, alternative solutions, historical context, mental models, human behavior, and psychology. Over time, this exposure rewires your brain to see opportunities where others see problems and to think long-term where others react emotionally. Your brain gets sharper. You develop intellectual depth, and you stop living like everyone else because you no longer think like everyone else. 2. You improve focus and mental stamina. We live in a world of distractions. Scrolling, notifications, noise. Reading fights that. Daily reading improves your ability to focus for longer periods, your capacity to absorb and process information, your resistance to mental fatigue, your attention span in conversations, learning, and work. In a distracted world, the ability to sit with one idea in silence and absorb it is a superpower. Reading trains that superpower. 3. You strengthen memory and brain function. Every time you read, you're creating new neural connections. You're activating memory regions. You're encoding information and organizing it in your long-term memory. Reading daily has been shown to slow cognitive decline, reduce the risk of Alzheimer's, improve working memory, enhance long-term recall. Just like lifting weights keeps your body strong with age, reading keeps your mind young, fast, and sharp. 4. You build vocabulary and communication skills. Want to speak with clarity? Lead with authority? Influence with precision? Read more. Reading expands your vocabulary, improves sentence structure, and gives you the tools to express ideas confidently, write with more clarity, communicate in high-stakes environments, understand nuance in language and tone. Whether you're giving a presentation, negotiating a deal, mentoring a team, or simply holding a conversation, reading equips you to do it better. 5. You reduce stress and reset emotionally. Reading is one of the few activities that can lower cortisol in minutes. When you dive into a good book, your brain shifts from stress mode to focus and absorption. It becomes a form of meditation, especially when reading fiction, biography, or storytelling-driven content. Daily reading helps you detach from constant stimulation, reset after a long day, improve sleep quality, find calm in chaos. It's not an escape, it's a reset. 6. You gain mental discipline and routine. It's not just about what you read, it's about the act of reading itself. Choosing to read every day teaches you discipline, stillness, focus on one task, control over instant gratification. When others scroll, you study. When others waste time, you invest it. This builds identity. You become someone who values growth over comfort, and that identity spills into every other part of your life. 7. You train decision-making and critical thinking. Books don't just give you answers. They train you to ask better questions. Reading helps you analyze multiple viewpoints, detect bias and fallacy, connect ideas across time and context. Think strategically, not reactively. It doesn't matter whether you're reading psychology, philosophy, science, history, or business. Every page you turn sharpens your judgment. In a world full of people who react, the reader becomes someone who responds with intelligence. 8. You reprogram your beliefs and mindset. If you want to change your body, you train it. If you want to change your mind, you feed it different inputs. Reading introduces new beliefs. It replaces limiting narratives. It gives you access to the mental software of people who already achieved what you're trying to build. Over time, daily reading changes your self-talk, builds resilience, replaces negative thought patterns, elevates your standards. It doesn't just inform you, it transforms you. 9. You become a leader in your own life and for others. Readers are learners. Learners become leaders. If you're serious about becoming the strongest version of yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, reading is part of the foundation. It builds confidence. It builds conviction. It builds clarity under pressure. Whether you're leading a team, a family, or just leading yourself through life, reading gives you the internal tools to lead with strength. 10. You separate yourself from the average. Most people don't read. That's the truth. They consume content. They skim headlines. They scroll. But deep reading, real learning, intentional study, that's rare. When you read every day, even just 10 pages, you start stacking mental advantages that compound over time. After a year, you've read 3,650 pages. After 5 years, you've built the mental library of a warrior scholar. While others stay stuck, you evolve. While others complain, you understand. While others react, you lead. How to start a daily reading habit. Make it simple. Make it non-negotiable. Here's how. Step 1. Set a time. Morning or night. Same time, every day. Even 10 to 15 minutes is enough to create momentum. Step 2. Set a minimum. 1 chapter. 10 pages. 1 section. Make it achievable. Step 3. Keep your book visible. Don't rely on willpower. Keep it in sight, on your desk or bedside. Step 4. Track your progress. Use a journal, app, or notebook. Write what you're learning. Step 5. Reflect and apply. Knowledge without action is wasted. Highlight, summarize, and use what you learn. Final thoughts. Build your mind like you build your body. You train your chest. You train your back. You train your arms. But what about your mind? Reading is not just a hobby. It's a form of mental training. It gives you strength that no one can see, but everyone feels when you speak, decide, lead, or create. So, what's the last book you finished? And what book are you starting next? Let us know in the comments. Like this video if it pushed you to pick up a book. Subscribe to Hypertrophy and turn on notifications so you never miss a video that fuels your growth, inside and out. Train your body. Build your mind. Stay hypertrophied.